Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Travis.
And we are late to the party.
And this is Better Late Than Never.
Better late than never. February.
February. We're going to do something special. We just got done with babies for the new year.
Right?
And we live in southern Arizona.
We do.
We do. February is very important to Tucsonans because it is rodeo days. It's all about Western and Western wear. The fact that even our local schools have 2 days dedicated to just rodeo.
And we usually leave and go to Disneyland because it's not as busy over there.
They all know that's like the Disneyland.
Yeah,
week.
you go to Disneyland, you're going to find everyone from Tucson.
But the Old West is quite prominent in our habitat, so...
Western movies is our theme. So, if you excuse me...
Well, I guess we'll just have to join you. I got this at the rodeo. So Travis did let us know that this theme is Westerns for this month, but we still have no clue what Travis has chosen, and I will be very disappointed if Tombstone is not in this list.
I know, I even wore my Tombstone shirt today.
So Travis, what do you have in store for us?
Well, let's talk about Tucson.
Okay,
and
sure.
Tucson film history.
Yes.
So, Old Tucson Studios is a film studio here in Tucson.
That it is.
It was built for the production of Arizona in 1930 something.
By Columbia Pictures.
Yeah,
right?
and it was a failure movie. It just did horrible. So the lot kind of sat empty during World War II, but they came back and they started making more movies and becoming very popular.
Sure, that's distracting.
Thank you. I didn't want to say nothing. But we're going to go through some of these Western films, all of which have had at one point filmed Old Tucson Studios.
Sure.
Primary lot or their secondary lot, Mescal.
Even better. So actually we just went over and saw Tombstone at Old Tucson, and last year we saw the Three Amigos at Old Tucson. So they're starting to embrace their culture and heritage and where they came from. So
What's next, Rio Bravo?
Well, this particular movie was released on March 18th of 1959.
dang, okay.
The budget is not really known, so I don't know how much it was really made. But
Sure.
at the box office, it made about $5.75 million. So
Okay.
not so bad for 1959.
Sure.
It was directed by Howard Hawks, who frequently portrays strong, tough-talking female characters. And this actually became, if you ever studied film or anything like that, this became the Hawkesian effect, or Hawkesian women, I'm sorry. Which basically means anytime a woman was cast as very strong and independent and, you know, tough and not the damsel in distress,
Yeah.
it was considered a Hawkesian woman. So that's pretty big.
Hawksian?
Hawkesian women.
There
sorry.
you go. Yeah, sure. I'm assuming that's what it is, but what's the movie?
So this movie was also filmed at Old Tucson in the summer of 1958. Very hot.
Sure.
This one particular movie is 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Second highest ranking Western film in the 2012 Sight and Sound Critics Poll.
Dang, okay.
So it stars John Wayne,
Sure.
Classic.
Dean Martin,
Classic.
Rick Nelson,
Oh,
Angie Dickens.
I think I already know this because I know the three. I can picture the cover of the Blu-ray, and it has the three of them on the front. It is Rio Bravo, isn't it?
Well, with a couple actors and a couple singers, it is Rio Bravo.
There will never be another.
That's right, with the big guy in the better hat.
Dang, that was a double pistol whip. Rifle whip?
Rio Bravo.
Look at that. That's Old Tucson right there.
That's old Tucson.
Yeah.
That's old.
That's the little cantina for the plane from Three Amigos.
Yep.
Yes, there'll never be another like Rio Bravo, with its thundering story of raw courage against overwhelming odds, and its once-in-a-lifetime combination of...
There it is. I know those mountains anywhere.
We've seen nothing like them together, and here at Rio Bravo, nothing can tear them apart.
Not even a thank you do I get.
You're a treasure.
Where?
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Aww.
you a nice hot bath.
All I want is a drink.
A stiff drink.
This is all I can do for you?
I told him you were one of the best.
I said stiff.
I'll tell you what I'm a lot better at, Mr. Wheeler. It's minding my own business. No offense, Sheriff.
There you go.
Get your hands
Okay, I'm gonna reserve my thought for later.
Depend on. One bad night and I'm done.
Better go easy on that stuff. That makes 3 you have.
Yep. You'd be lying, because that's what I am. A soft-headed idiot. There isn't any other explanation.
I like how the music's still playing in the background.
It's like we're watching the movie. Gotta throw in the music with those singers.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, granted,
they even
there
have it in
wasn't
Jaws.
a lot to do back then as far as like entertainment. There was no TV, no nothing.
Gathering
They got
around
music.
the campfire and singing.
I think talk about 1959. Not when this movie came out.
Peaceful scene
What?
in the picture Rio Bravo.
What?
John Wayne.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Walter Brennan here. And a new girl, Angie Dickinson.
Tell him about Ricky Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Oh, he's so modest. Oh yeah, there's me.
Rio Bravo.
Bravo, bravo!
So I have never seen Rio Bravo.
I have not either.
Would you see it based upon this trailer?
I would give it a swing.
I would probably, I don't know, like there really
I think
isn't-
it would be one of those definitely that I would have to be in a Western type mood to watch.
Sure.
Granted, I haven't been in one of those yet, as of yet. I mean, I was a little bit when we watched
It's a different
the
type
other
of-
ones, but I don't know. I mean, it's got like your classic John Wayne, and John Wayne is a huge like icon as far as Westerns go. So it would be one of those that like back in the day, if you saw John Wayne's name, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go see it no matter what, kind of thing, you know.
The Duke is on the freaking marquee. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. For me, I don't know if I would have seen it on this trailer because of the time we live in. I'm used to more fast cut, more direct, more let's boom, 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 boom. It looks good, hilarious moment, action. Nah, this one kind of took its time, went through some story,
Right.
what's going on.
I will say though, if they were to ever do this movie like as a remake, Ricky Nelson could be played by Aaron or
Taron Egerton?
no, Eckhart.
Good.
Aaron Eckhart?
Yeah, no, Solo, Han Solo,
Alden Ehrenreich.
Alden Ehrenreich.
That's
there we
the
go.
one. I can see that, yeah.
Like as soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? It kind of reminds me of his character from Hail Caesar.
Okay.
Because that was
Yeah.
him, and I was like, you know what? He could play that character.
See, for me, with the trailer, right off the bat, they kind of give us a little bit of that conflict going up against the do-batters, and he ends up, knocking two guys with the rifle, and I was like, oh, dang, here we go. Because granted, I've never seen Rio Bravo, I've heard about Rio Bravo, and this isn't kind of what I had in my head. For me, it's like, more action and something that it would echo throughout the ages. And for here, it's very subtle and just kind of people hanging out around town talking to each other.
Yeah.
Angie Dickinson, and of course, and John Wayne, because you know what? They can't be separated. I love McClintock because they really do jump in on that comedic side as well as having a little bit of action. But when it comes to this one, the only action we got was in the beginning. Then the one funny part is with John Wayne, and he kisses him on the head and he tries to smack him in the butt. But other than that, I feel like I don't understand the tone of the story. I don't know what it's about. I have no clue what it's about, which makes me want to watch it. And then what threw me off was when Ricky Nelson's just like, oh, hey, how's it going? We got a movie here called Rio Bravo. And it feels like, okay, well, are we what happened? Like, you were showing us the movie and then it came out of nowhere. Had it started with him and then gone from scene to scene, a little bit more fluent, but it was jarring to me that Ricky Nelson just starts all of a sudden, turns to the camera.
A very unique way to say who's starring in it.
Right.
Yeah, very different. Have you seen this movie?
I said no.
Oh,
No.
okay. I have, but many, many years ago. So
Sure.
this is definitely one that I have not seen in a long time, and I couldn't remember enough to actually go into depth about the actual movie
Sure.
itself.
I will tell you
But-
this. Going on this journey of Westerns, majority of them I probably have not seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are so many Western movies and so many good movies too. It's hard to kind of narrow this list down. So Rio Bravo I chose because of everyone has heard of this movie at least.
Right.
And it is considered an iconic movie and clearly one of the greater Westerns ever made.
And I'm starting to go into a few more because of Old Tucson, and we go there every year for Nightfall. And with Old Tucson, I love watching these movies and seeing what Old Tucson looked like way back in the day before everything got burned down and changed. But yeah, absolutely, we love seeing what it was and where it is now. And
This book
hopefully,
has a lot of backstory as to what
all these
was
films.
filmed there.
Cannonball
It has-
Run too.
What did it look like during the movie? How it was
Yeah.
filmed. Very good book. I'm sure this movie's actually listed in it.
Yep, and we definitely love comparing that landscaping to where things are and how it is set up now. But either way, Rio Bravo, what did you guys think of the movie? If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, will this get you to watch it? Let us know in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kicking the party, full the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. Gets us where we need to go. Thank you, Travis, again, for bringing us into movies we haven't seen.
Well, thank you, and thank you all. Let's keep on trucking.
Head down that dusty trail to the next episode of BLTN. Thank you guys so much, and as always,
Now it's time to say goodbye.
this party's over. Bye.
Bye.